Old, or Lao Beijing as the locals like to call it, is where imperial charms can still be found.
I want to see how a kite actually takes off. Run! Run!
I'm here to hang out with its friendly residents and to explore the secrets of this ancient capital as it takes on the 21st century.
Hi, I'm David Wu, and you're watching China Fast Forward.
My day in Beijing starts early. While most make a beeline for its famous landmarks, I go in search of senior citizens and the old world charms.
Nice, cool morning with the sun shining in the park. There's a couple of buddies over here. They have a lot of birds hanging around. 他们要出来遛的原因是什么呢？
主要是锻炼，
那他们需要晒太阳吗？
也需要。
也需要。When you walk the birds, right, you have to shake the cages, right? And then what it does, it trains the birds to grip onto the bar they're standing on. So it's more like exercise for the birds, but mostly for the human beings. So the reason why you want to cover it up is because when they see a lot of people, they get scared. I go, can you actually walk without the cover? They go, yeah, you can, but they'll start going, wah! They'll start going berserk.
Birds are men's best friends here in Beijing, and this ancient pastime sets the perfect note for my journey into old Beijing.
Here's the wrist.
I find myself amidst the hutongs, Beijing's 800-year-old alleyways. It's here I hook up with Lawrence J. Brahm, who's helping to preserve the city's traditional courtyard homes that are hidden within these narrow lanes.
These streets date back to the Yuan Dynasty, the time of Kublai Khan.
Really?
And it's really very fascinating because, you know, what we've tried to do here is I purchased and restored 3 courtyards on 6 streets. And by doing this, then we started to lobby the government. We said there's another way forward in Beijing rather than just tearing these down. I'll show you into our offices here.
So this is the office.
This is the office of Shambhala Foundation. Jennifer's running.
Lawrence runs the Shambhala Foundation, an NGO that promotes cultural diversity here in China.
You know, we've had a lot of support from people like former Premier Zhu Rongji, Bob Hawke from Australia, Bill Clinton.
A fan of Chinese architecture, he's now transformed these old Chinese courtyards into new living spaces.
Come on in. Sure, this is where I work, this is where I write. It took us many years to restore it. You know, we were putting together all these pieces. This old architecture, no nails are used at all. It's all fit together, piece by piece.
Yeah, many of these beautiful courtyard houses have been destroyed in recent years, and this is one of the few that remains. And you know what? Lawrence owns 3. He's gonna take me to another one.
The Red Capital Club is a restaurant that relives early communist nostalgia.
The magic of a courtyard is that you enter with a zigzag. Once you get in the gray walls and the forbidding doors, everything inside is very close, very familial. Everybody's together. That's Chinese culture. This is the lounge at Red Capital. Come on in.
Finally.
Yes, this is where you want to come to.
Thank you.
We bring back what I call the dream of the 1950s. That was when Mao was sitting in a courtyard house, you know, make the feeling like it's Mao's living room, and making decisions which rocked the world. It's a time of idealism, and Mao's with all of his comrades dreaming of building a new world. This was the chair that Madame Jiang Qing, Mao's wife, used to sit on during the height of the Cultural Revolution. That's right, that's where she was making scary decisions.
Everywhere you go here at the Red Capital Club is history, and there's stories behind it.
The best way to get around the hutongs is on a bike. And there's no better guide than Xiao Bier, an avid biker who's lived here for a decade.
Come here.
原来啊，在北京有差不多3000多条啊，胡同。对啊，很多啊。但是现在可能差不多1000条左右这样。
Now this is the true little alleyways of the Hutong residential areas here in Beijing. 在家吗？
来，这样。哎，打扰了。你好，不好意思打扰一下，打扰。哎 ，Hello， 你好。他们住了17年，我觉得北京的胡同就是这些平凡的我们的这些小人物，一针一线的把它编织出来。
老百姓的生活就是从这个胡同里起来的。
Well, the thing about living here in the hutong, what he likes about it is because this is life is really all about. He finds that there's a lot of culture within the hutongs.
No trip to the hutongs would be complete without a visit to Li Jia Cai, a restaurant with an imperial legacy and a celebrity guest list.
Now, everybody knows Muhammad Ali. A family photo sent by Mr. Bill Clinton, former US president. All these Hollywood people have been here too. Mr. Quentin Tarantino. And of course, Uma Thurman, Jackie Chan, Stephen Chow, Mick Jagger, nice. No, I'm here. I'm nobody.
这里边主要菜是仿照当时清朝慈禧太后吃的菜做的。我的祖父啊是内务府的大臣，当时保卫紫禁城，就是现在故宫啊，是整个紫禁城的内务府最高的安全官。当时如果有一个皇家出了事儿，那就杀头之罪了。
These food and the style and the way it's cooked and what goes into it, it's fit for a king. Takes a cultural icon like Mr. Li Shaling to make Li Jiacai one of the oldest and hippest kitchens in town. Come here, trust me, you'll love it.
Beijing's old hutongs hold many surprises like this, but it's just a whiff of what's around the corner. A new day and an old adventure.
Kite flying is a culture that brings the old and the young together. And today, I'm going to meet a Mr. Kong Lingming, who is one of the few remaining kite masters left in Beijing.
The Chinese first created the kite 2,500 years ago. And for over 40 years, Master Kong has been preserving this ancient tradition.
我们中国的这风筝呢里头呢，它都讲诗情画意啊，所以这样的话呢，就是说我们放的时候呢，它情趣就是心情不一样，尤其是自己做的、自己亲手做的啊，跟你买一个风筝呢放不一样。
Flying a kite is an overall good sport. You're tugging on it with your hand to have it take off, and then with your left hand you're twirling the little spinner there, right? And then your neck you're looking up, so it's a full body sport as opposed to just flying a kite. Before we leave, I want to see how a kite actually takes off. It takes 2 persons to make a kite take off. 跑吧, hold it, and now run, Forrest! Run! Run! Run!
My taste for the authentic leads me to Beijing's famous Lake District, where imperial delicacies have been going strong since 1883.
Miss Li Shuqing is one of the remaining old Beijingers here in Hohai, and she is still preserving some of the oldest street snacks found in the city.
I visit the Li family kitchen to uncover the secret recipes behind these snacks.
这是真正的由宫廷传出来的。
真的? Well, basically, the snack here called 驴打滚 or donkey rolling over started when Empress Dowager was upset one day. Goes, I do not want to eat. I don't have the appetite. So all the rest of the people saying like, oh my goodness, what should we do? Let's try some sticky rice and red bean paste.
The Empress had a eunuch named Little Donkey. He dropped a sticky ball into the bean powder, and the dessert Little Donkey Rolling Over was born.
我做这个的原因，就是为了把这老北京这个小吃要正宗的传下去。
She's already passed on the way of making these imperial desserts to her family members, so that people in the future can have a real taste, a true taste of what imperial dessert is all about.
But it's not just culinary traditions that are being preserved in the hutongs.
Just about every Chinese person knows about the Monkey King or Sun Wukong. Every single day, his story is still being told in Beijing opera houses.
I meet Liu Xiaolingtong, the acting legend synonymous with the Monkey King character.
六老师。
大卫先生，你好，你好。
Born into 4 generations of Monkey King actors, Liu Xiaolingtong has spent nearly 20 years immortalizing Sun Wukong on television.
孙悟空包含了我们中国戏曲里头唱、念、做、打，还有很多技巧。
多元化。
包括他的脸谱很有意思，因为大家看到的我的孙悟空的形象是更生活化一些，是贴脸的。那么一会儿我们看到的一些戏曲的呢，是叫勾脸的。
来到后台了，等很久了。
到后台了，你好。
等累了吧？
This is called 勾脸. We actually paint the style onto the face as opposed to a mask, right? And then the key color behind the Monkey King is the color red, which represents his loyalty to his leader, okay? If you notice on his forehead, there's a face, and then in the bottom, there's another face. So basically, he's two-faced. Now, Mr. Six is going to take me front stage and check out the show. It's going to be good.
Peking opera began its life as royal entertainment before reaching the masses in what were once smoky and noisy halls.
故事就是讲的孙悟空的前期的一个经历，从孙悟空出世到他借金箍棒，闹地府，闹天宫，最辉煌的那一段，10万天兵天将，10万人，都打不过孙悟空。
您是不是给我们展示一下几个动作，小几个动作 ？Okay, this is what the Monkey King is like. Okay, it's one foot up, butt in.
手耷拉了一点。
This may look like monkeying around, but it takes a true master to bring the part to life. The Monkey King reveals that even Hollywood may now be calling.
斯皮尔伯格导演包括张艺谋导演都有意想拍这么一个电影《西游记》，那么我还是主演美猴王。未来的那个电影的《西游记》应该是我们东方的艺术和西方高科技完美的结合。
Last in his family lineage now, Liu Xiaolingtong was dedicated to preserving the Monkey King legacy here in the modern times.
Not everything here harks back to tradition. Today, contemporary influences are finding their way into the hutongs.
The courtyard provides a truly upscale dining experience as the kind of place that Chinese royals would have dined if they were still around.
The brainchild of Handel Li, the courtyard isn't just a restaurant, but also an art gallery par excellence.
Ah, here comes the food, Mr. Li. As you can see here at the courtyard here in Beijing, only the finest ingredients, according to Mr. Li here, right? Maine, scallops, U.S. steak.
What the restaurant and the gallery is to bring back China's contemporary culture and society back to a higher level.
To underscore his point, Handel gives me a personal tour.
Art is the spirit and the expression of life. It is about bringing to the public appreciation this type of artwork that is new, it's expressive, and it's previously unseen.
The courtyard has become a pit stop for trendy Beijingers. Next stop, the iconic outdoors of Imperial Beijing.